Good morning, guys. Update on the stitches situation. Woke up this morning. My leg feels like shit. Yeah. It was pretty inflamed this morning when I woke up, but it is not red. It's not pussy, so don't believe we're getting infected or anything. So I'm gonna hobble a slow 45-minute walk this morning, and then I'm going to elevate my leg for the rest of today. Hopefully tonight I will be able to go in the gym and do a light chest workout and keep my legs entirely out of the mix. As we talked about yesterday, I am not willing to quit, so we are going to do this thing regardless of the pain or whatever the hell is going on. I don't care. So that is that. And today I wanted to get into a little bit of prep talk. We're going to talk about being prepared. Being prepared is how you're going to finish this program and finish anything important on time and with the proper way to align with your goals. So that being said, prep goes into just about everything. Being prepared, having proper shoes to walk in. I mean, if you're not wearing Vivo barefoot, you're behind the curve. Hate to break it to you guys, but you are. All the pros, all the best bodybuilders, athletes are wearing Vivo barefoot shoes. If you know what Vivo is, look it up. They kick ass. I'm rocking Vivos. Yeah, check them out. It's cool shit. Being prepared. That goes into food prep. Like I showed y'all yesterday, when I'm cooking up those chicken breasts, I'm cooking up 2 or 3 at a time. I only eat 1 with each meal, but essentially what you're doing is you're making it easy. So I cook up the rice in bulk. I cook up the protein a couple meals at a time. Boom, I only have to cook twice a day because I'm cooking up multiple meals at once. Because if you're doing one thing, you might as well do a few if you can. So do things in bulk. Be prepared when it comes to food, when it comes to shoes, when it comes to everything. If you're taking your dog out, bring a plastic bag to pick up the dookie. You guys know the drill. I'm just playing around. Well, I'm not playing around, but you guys know what's up. Yeah, being prepared is the key to success. One of them. At least that's what I've heard. So, being prepared, what else can we take out of that? Being prepared is, if you're going to start a program like this, being prepared is having that book ready, so that way day one you're not scrambling around, oh my god, I need to find a book. Get things ahead of time to be ahead of the curve. And being prepared also goes into, if you know you have a big day tomorrow and your buddies hit you up to go out drinking, fuck drinking. Being prepared is being home and getting a good night's sleep. Sleep is so important. It's important for everything. Cognitive, physical. Don't play around. Being prepared. See, I got my fanny pack with me. This thing ain't just all for show. I don't know where you live, but in Florida here, we have constitutional carry. If someone wants to mess around and try to fuck with me or my dog, I'm prepared. So get prepared and stay prepared. No matter what you're doing, whatever it is you want to do, be prepared in all sense of the word. Because being successful comes from being prepared no matter what comes your way. What's up, guys? We are back in the kitchen. This is what I am having for breakfast. I stepped on the scale this morning. I was a pound or so down. I'm not trying to lose weight, so I'm going to be upping the carbs just a little bit. Usually I eat like a cup of rice. We got a cup and a half right here. I got a grass-fed beef patty that I cooked up last night. Cooked up a few of them. I'm gonna microwave my green beans for the day, get that fiber in, vegetables, shit's good for you. One thing I wanted to talk about with you guys is when you're drinking a lot of water, a lot of people have a tendency of, let's put a bunch of Crystal Light in it, let's do a bunch of stuff like that. Be wary. Stuff like Crystal Light has sucralose in it. Sucralose, aspartame, that stuff's not good for you guys, okay? If you're using a sweetener, use stevia or monk fruit extract. That is pretty much the only artificial sweeteners you should be using because they're the only ones that are naturally occurring. That other stuff is made in a warehouse, a fucking laboratory. It's not good for you, so don't use it. That shit's giving people fatty livers. It's not good for you. I think everybody knows that. We just like to act like it's good for you. I mean, honestly, as long as you're not super overweight, you're probably better off drinking regular Coke with corn syrup in it than drinking fucking sucralose. Because sucralose, aspartame, that shit is terrible for you. So keep that in mind. Don't be taking in a bunch of bullshit that you don't really know what it is because people say it's health food. Every time something is like that, 10 years later, it's like, oh, wait, no, don't drink this. It's cancer causing. So keep that in mind. Do your own research. You don't have to take everything from me. Go on Google Scholar, look up like researches, and you'll find all the stuff you need. It takes 5 seconds, all right? So get after it, guys, and I'll catch y'all for some reading. All right, guys, we are back for some reading. We're going to be diving right back into Who Do You Want to Be? Patrick Bet David, your next 5 moves. Let's get right back to where we were yesterday. Non-negotiables. These are things that you are not willing to compromise no matter the circumstances. We're not talking about your quirks or the other things that make you seem weird to others. These idiosyncrasies are important because of what you have experienced and the way you are wired. It's going to make you different than other people. Being different is good. Get very clear about what you can sacrifice and what you absolutely will not sacrifice. This will lead you to create your own list of non-negotiables. Keeping that in mind, you want to find out what role suits you best for whatever you're doing, okay? The busier you are, the more organized you'll need to be. There's this notion that you can't win at the highest level and also have a great family life. It's very applicable to this program, right? A lot of people think that if you're doing 75 hard, you can't have a social life because you can't go out and drink, right? That's not true. I keep in contact with, I probably talk on the phone with 10 to 15 people every single day. Buddies of mine, my cousins, my mom, my dad. I check in with everybody all the time, every day. And, you know, that just goes into another factor of you never know what's going to happen. So I always stay in touch with people and always let people know how much you care about them because you never know what will happen today and you never know when it's the last time you're going to be able to see somebody. So just because you're on a program and just because you're busy doesn't mean that you can't still be out there doing other things and taking care of your family and things of that sort. It won't be easy, but you can find a way to make it work if it matters to you. Being an example to my kids of fighting to fulfill my vision is more important than being home for dinner every night. That's an important concept like I dived into, I want to say yesterday morning. Your family is going to be more proud of seeing you succeed than they are of seeing you all the time. So don't be scared to branch out and do stuff because you want to see people all the time and do stuff like that. People will take more enjoyment in seeing you kill in whatever you're trying to. They'll enjoy that a lot more than seeing you all the time, I can promise that. So we're going to talk a little bit here about the IBM founder. That's the, I want to say International Business Machines. IBM, you should have heard of him, big Fortune 500 company. The founder, Thomas J. Watson, this is a quote from him. IBM is what it is today for 3 special reasons. The first reason is that at the very beginning, I had a very clear picture of what the company would look like when it was finally done. You might say I had a model in my mind of what it would look like when the dream, my vision, was in place. The second reason was that once I had that picture, I then asked myself how a company that looked like that would have to act. I then created a picture of how IBM would act when it was finally done. The third reason IBM has been so successful was that once I had a picture of how IBM would look when the dream was in place and how such a company would have to act, I then realized that unless we began to act that way from the very beginning, we would never get there. In other words, I realized that for IBM to become a great company, it would have to act like a great company long before it ever became one. That's very important. Right now, some of you watch this video are like, oh my God, Drew's acting like an influencer. Drew's trying to do this, that, and the other. I'm trying to act according to what I want to be. So that is how I'm going to do things. That is the advice given to me by these super successful people. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm here trying to help as many people as possible because that's what I want to do. Even before the word is out, I'm going to be giving the best advice I possibly can to be helping as many people as possible. I'm trying to act according to what I want to be. That's what you need to do if you want to be like Thomas J. Watson, the founder of one of the biggest companies in the history of the world. People want to follow someone who is driven by his or her future truth. As long as the person speaking has 100% conviction, he or she will get others fired up. That's what I aim to do with you guys. I want to fire you up every single day. That's why I'm making these videos. Get fired up. Go out there and kill it. I love it. To take things to the next level and set the bar even higher, aspire to be heroic. Think about your heroes and ask yourself, how would they act in such situations? Act like a fucking founder. Go hard every day. Who do you have in your mentoring vault, whether dead or alive, that offers perspective and counsel? Think about that. What would they do? How can I be like them? If you're building an e-commerce company, ask, what would Jeff Bezos do? If you're running an investment firm, ask, what would Warren Buffett do? If you're running a media company, ask, what would Oprah Winfrey do? These are some simple questions for you guys that are going to help you find who do you want to be. That's the question that we started with in this chapter, and it's the one we're ending with. I'm wrapping up this chapter for today. I hope that you guys took something out of this chapter, and I hope you took something from this little session. And get fired up, get you a good book, get reading, and get smarter. What is going on, guys? Today we are going to be hitting a little bit of chest and shoulders. So I'm doing a little bit of warming up with some cable flies, nothing crazy. I usually don't warm up very much, but it's feeling a little tight today, so I'm gonna do a little bit of warming up. Nothing crazy. Let's see here. I think I'll even do one arm at a time. Okay. Nothing crazy here. Just getting some reps in. Getting some blood in there. Alright. Did a few warm-up sets. Nothing crazy. Okay. I'm gonna take these AVs for a ride. Nothing too crazy, but let's get hyped up. I'm gonna do a drop set on these. Probably not the first set. I'll probably do 2 sets of these. Second set, drop set, kill that shit. So let's see what's going on. Okay. Jesus. Those are feeling heavy as shit. We're gonna go ahead and do a drop set because that did not feel money. I don't know if it's a little bit of the stitches or me just being a pussy, but did not feel great. All right. This is right after the dumbbell bench. Getting right into it. Trying to get the fattest fucking pump possible. Oh, yeah. What? It's me. I'm basically just gonna do like 3 sets of these, barely any rest, smoke this shit out. Fuck me. See, I'm not really going all the way up on these because I have less shoulder problems and elbow problems and shit whenever I just keep it in that sweet spot. It's me personally, but I don't know, do whatever you want. I like it like that. It keeps me less, at least injuries. And for the past year, I've been having major shoulder problems. And I really just now started hitting chest and shoulders like I should be. And I found that it's better for me if I just keep it in that money zone and crank that shit. So it's gonna be the last set. Okay. Just finished chest, a little bit of incline, 2 sets to failure. Rip that shit. Now I'm about to do some. I like these machine delt raises. They don't give me any shoulder problems. I can focus on going just out, away from my body. So we're gonna crank that for a little bit. As many sets as I need. Then we're gonna do some front raises and probably finish off with that same cable I warmed up with. And we won't do any shoulder pressing today. We're just gonna try to blow these things up with accessories as much as possible. They just gave us the 30 minutes left, gym open, so we gotta crank the shit. That was almost like 10 minutes ago, so time to crank. The gym was closing, but we got the fucking work done. Oh, man, that chest and shoulder pump is crazy. All right, guys, that was the absolutely sick workout. Disgusting pump. I mean, just disgusting. I don't know if it was the fact that they were rushing me out of there and I was just attacking the shit or what, but you know, absolutely crushed it. I mean, guys, I literally did probably 12 sets of chest, 11 sets of chest, like working sets of chest. Just attacked. I can't emphasize enough how intense you guys need to be going in there. You need to be forcing yourself to grow. Force that shit. You know, just threw down my post-workout shake. You guys know the drill. 50 grams of carbs from rice flour and about 15, 20 grams of protein. That way, before I even walk into the house right now, you know, I chug that down on the way home. Before I even walk into the house, gains are already working. So now I can shower up, clean up, you know, get all comfy and shit, and then I'll make myself a nice dinner. And I just want to thank you guys for following along with me. If you are following along, and tell your friends. And yeah, I appreciate you guys so much. Keep getting after it. Day 3 in the books. Day 4 coming at you tomorrow. Get ready for it. If you're not ready, get ready. Let's go. I will see you guys tomorrow. Get after it.